Hello, welcome to today's episode of Start That Business Show. Today's show is themed startups, and I'm going to show you the walk in the life of Cooley's Ice Cream. And on the show today, we have Habiba, who is the proprietor of Cooley's Ice Cream, and she will show us what it takes to start an ice cream business, the day-to-day work, and what you need to look out for, and even how to run it to sustainably make you the profits that you are looking for. So welcome on board and enjoy. Habiba, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Evelyn and team, for having me on Startup Business Show.
You're welcome. Could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Habiba, and I'm the owner of Cooley's Ice Cream Parlor in Syokimau. So this is mainly like a dessert shop. We do ice creams and milkshakes and a bit of cakes and cookies, just all the sweet stuff. Yeah.
Okay, all the sweet stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for how long have you been in business?
It's about 6 months now.
Okay.
Slowly growing, but steadily growing as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What has been the journey for you? What has the journey been like for you?
A bit interesting. Okay, you know, we're from Mombasa, so I was actually living in Mombasa for the better part of last year.
Okay.
I know the climate there is hot, so ice creams and cold stuff is readily available.
Okay.
Then when I moved here to Syokimau, after being there for so long, and you know, I'm used to like in the evening ice cream, juice, milkshake. Then I couldn't find that around here, so I was like, okay, this is something I can explore and maybe tap into, because there was no one else that was doing it. So I just went about like finding a location. Then I found this place, and it's kind of like in the middle. There's good traffic, so I decided why not.
Wow, what an interesting inspiration. So you actually inspired by your background and what you are used to.
Yes.
Yeah. And how are the clients taking it up?
Most people are actually impressed because it's the first ice cream shop in this area, number one, because you have to go, I think, more than about 7 kilometers if you actually wanted to get ice cream. So I brought this closer to them.
Okay.
And then also around this area, there's a lot of maybe say college kids, you know, this is right up their alley. So people are actually excited. It was well received. I can say that, yeah.
Okay. So 6 months down the line, what can you say is the main thing that you are focusing on? Because I know usually in the life of a business, there's like maybe location scouting and the physical startup. So what is the current thing that you're doing at this phase?
Okay, for now, I'm actually working on, can I say, manufacturing my own ice cream.
Okay.
Because what's happening, okay, we have ice cream companies that are distribute to me, but what happens, they have just the basic flavors, you know, vanilla, strawberry and stuff. So if you want something different, it's not there. So what I'm doing, I'm making like coffee and banana. Actually, I have some you can sample and then you can give me your feedback. I have coffee and banana. I'm looking to do more coastal flavors also, like baobab, which is mabuyu, cashew, you know, something different, but also equally as good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your typical day-to-day like?
I open usually around 11:30 because just when the sun is starting to get good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's the time that most ice cream buyers would come to the shop.
usually between actually 3 to 6 is a busy time. You know, maybe the people coming from school or coming from work around that time. Early in the morning, not so much ice cream. People are just on the go. So maybe some milkshakes here and there or fresh juice as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So who are your major customers?
I have to say it's ladies.
Oh.
I think ladies have a sweet tooth. It's mostly ladies. I
Yes.
think around mid-20s and late teens, around 19 to 25 there, but mostly ladies. And then the small kids, they come for ice lollies. Around 5 to 10 years, they come for ice lollies.
Okay.
Yeah.
After understanding your customers, I think I want to take you back to a point that you just mentioned. Your typical day-to-day life. You say you're busy hours at what times?
From maybe 3 to 6
Okay.
is most busy. Early mornings is not that much traffic usually because I think people are either on the go to school, so they're always maybe or to work in a rush. So late afternoon and then before the curfew, late night is also busy. I used to close at maybe 9 o'clock, but now we close early. Yeah, at 6 o'clock because closer to that time the traffic is less. Everyone is,
In a hurry
rushing,
to
get home on time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by evening, how do you deal with the stock of the day?
Usually I buy stock for 2 weeks.
Okay.
I don't like to run out. If customers, they're used to something, alafu, they come and then you tell them, okay, so today we don't have, it's not a good look. So I take stocks for 2 weeks like that. So it's easier to manage because I know what moves fast. So I get like double of, for example, strawberry is a fast mover. So I get double of strawberry. Chocolate doesn't move fast, I get just one of those. So I just see a balance. But now also, like I said, I introduced the new flavors. And then also I have a few like the regular clients. Now they want to buy bigger sizes, not the ones that we sell here. So bigger sizes like this one's for home use. So I sell to them my own brand, Cooley's Ice Cream. I'm also taking orders for that. Yeah.
Okay. So what equipment do you need to start?
To start the shop or
To start
the shop?
To start, yes, an ice cream business. First of all, do you have to have a physical location or it's a business you can comfortably do from home?
I think it's important to have a physical location.
Okay.
Because in the food business, if I can say, people depend on sight.
Yeah.
You can buy something like you're not seeing, and especially like ice people like to see, and some will even ask to taste it before they can buy to be sure if they're going to like it. So I think a physical shop is important, and the number one thing you need to have is a freezer.
Okay.
Then you can miss everything else, but you need a freezer because ice creams, they have to be in the freezer.
Okay.
Yeah. So you need a freezer, then you need the serving cups and spoons. For me, I offer also complimentary syrup and toppings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have sprinkles, nuts, sometimes fruits, it depends on people's preference.
Okay.
So it really it takes it a notch higher as
Okay.
compared to having just plain old vanilla ice cream.
Oh yeah.
You can play with the syrup, strawberry, chocolate, blueberry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it any expensive if you add the toppings and the sprinkles?
The syrup, I give it complimentary because you can only have so much syrup on ice cream. But for the toppings, we charge. So because some people like plain, you can't just push it on them.
Yeah.
So these are mostly, I think, for the kids. They like colorful stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
charge
you
them
put
for
for
the
them a bit
toppings.
of sprinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sprinkles, nuts, fruits, gummy bears, sweets. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are looking at a physical location, a freezer, scoops, the scoops that you
The
use.
serving, we use the disposable cups because it's more economical to have the disposable cups as opposed to these ones.
Okay.
These ones I only use for kids mostly, small kids who are coming to have the
eat
ice
from
cream.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for these ones you can give someone to go with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier to have the disposable ones because once they're done they'll just toss it.
Yeah.
So you need the disposable cups, you need a freezer, you need also to have a good display of menus and everything. Because if you have many ice creams, you can't just cram all of them. It's good to have something where people can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So display is very
Display.
important.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I think pricing is important depending on your location. So the way I sell ice cream here is not the same way I would sell it if I was, say, maybe in Karen or Westlands, because also the income of people in that area is not the same as here. So you have to check on that as well.
Yeah, so how do you make your profits, or how do you even at least, how are you able to deal with your costs? Because you raise a very important point, pricing.
The profit margin, you just do, it's, for me, I work on the minimum profit margin of maybe say 18% as opposed to 35% because of the area I'm in. But also if the price is not that high, you get more customers as opposed to maybe selling something at 500 and you only do 3 per day. You'd rather have maybe 50 and sell 300 per day, you know. So yeah, balance.
Tell me how this price margin works. You mentioned 30% and 18%.
Usually, okay, from my business teachers or the people who kind of guided me along,
Yes.
I was told,
We're
like,
coming to that.
yes, profit margin should either be 18% or 35%. Yeah,
Okay.
the markup, you know, because I get this from the distributor.
Okay.
And then I sell it per scoop.
Okay.
I don't sell like the whole tub. So I do scoops, 100 for 2 scoops.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can get to mix the flavors and stuff like that. So I just put like a markup, you know, because you can just check like how many scoops do you get from
this
yes,
particular
exactly,
tab.
yeah. Then according to that, then you're able to do your markup so that you also don't go at a loss, and you have to factor in the disposable cups and this syrup as well as everything else. You know, you need electricity for the fridge, storage and everything, yeah.
So ordinarily it would be anything up to 30% of the costs of everything.
Yes,
So
just
in
depends
this
on, you
case-
know, the customers and location.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
depending on the customers and location, you have settled for 18% markup
Yes,
over your overall costs. Okay. So how long did it take you to reach that? Because I'm imagining that on day one, you have just dealt with your suppliers and you have your stock to start with.
Yeah.
And you have all the other costs, like the costs of buying syrup and the costs of buying the utensils. I'm imagining you probably were at a loss. Or
Yeah, it
how
was
do I
challenging
even
actually, to be
price?
honest. It was actually challenging.
Yes.
You know, before, and then it's something new, so people, they were used to this space being empty.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they see, oh, there's an ice cream shop. If maybe they were not planning to come to the shop, they're not going to spend. So in the first few weeks,
Yes.
it was, oh, we're just coming to see you. Oh, it's nice what you have here. We'll come back. You know, it's a bit demoralizing. Like, you know, you just have to
I
keep
can
going
imagine.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Tomorrow will be better. Business is like that. Some days are really good, and some days you can only have 2 clients. But that doesn't mean you won't come tomorrow, you know.
Yeah.
So you have to just keep going, keep going.
Yes.
It's not an easy road,
Yeah.
but to keep going.
Yeah.
Introduce new flavors. You need to be very friendly. You know, sometimes you have to call for people. Some people are shy. They can see a place and they think, hey, maybe that place is expensive, but they don't know. You have to be friendly. Hi, how are you? We have ice cream. You know, create kind of like a rapport. Then they know the price and they're like, oh, so it's not too bad. We can afford it. Then they come. Sometimes you have to offer people to taste.
Yeah.
Even if they're not buying, at least they'll be
taste.
like, okay, this place has something nice. I'll come back.
I'll
Like,
come back
yeah.
to buy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And at least they go knowing even the prices. Okay. So it goes beyond just opening your doors and offering your products on the shelf. You have to call anybody who looks like they want to come to tell them, hey, we have this.
Yes, I think it's important
Yes.
because, okay, even you sometimes, for example,
Yes.
you could be passing by some shops.
Yes.
You've seen something you want, but you know,
And
you're kind of
not-
reserved
not
for
sure
going in. But
whether I
if
should
someone
walk
calls
in.
out to you, hey, you'll be like, okay, maybe, you know, let me check it out.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
if you're not buying, but you know, you'll feel welcome.
Yes.
So it's easy for you to come back.
And who knows, yes, tomorrow when I'll be looking for a similar thing, I'll remember. I'll remember for sure that, yes, I was in
Exactly.
such a place
Yeah.
and I saw they sell
Yeah.
this. Okay. So do you market?
Marketing, I do mostly on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have an Instagram page, Coolies KE. And the Facebook is not so active because I think now everybody kind of shifted to Instagram, which
Okay.
is, and maybe TikTok. Yeah.
Oh, so Instagram and TikTok work for
Instagram,
you.
TikTok, yeah. But
Okay.
mostly Instagram, and also through, now estates and areas have a WhatsApp group
Yes.
for business. So like here we have like I think a group for Syokimau Marketplace. I post on there a lot. It has
Are you in
about
it?
300 people, yeah.
Okay.
So we post there as well. We do deliveries also because not everyone wants to come all the way here. So we do deliveries. We have a WhatsApp number, people can place their order, and then we just send.
Okay. And then they pay on delivery.
Yeah, we have a till number so they can just pay before or after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does it take for you to reach a level where somebody can actually pay through the till number before picking the actual product?
I think it's just trust
Okay.
because anyway, I have a physical location, so you know this is
yeah.
Nairobi. They
Yeah.
can always come here and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, what's up? I
Yeah.
sent money for this and
And
this,
I
and you
have
brought."
not
Yeah, I
yet
didn't
to get my
receive,
order.
or maybe you sent something wrong. So
Yeah.
I think that gives them the confidence to pay beforehand because they know where to find me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And now let me go to one point that you mentioned earlier. Supply. How often do you buy your stock?
Every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's better than buying per week or maybe per month because again this is Nairobi. Issues with lights
Yeah.
on and off, and this is a perishable goods. So it cannot stay. If the lights are to go, the freezer can stay on maybe for about 6 to 8 hours.
Okay.
I like to believe the lights will not go for longer than that.
By that time,
but
the lights will have
it's
come
better
back.
to just keep just enough stock because we're not guaranteed of the power supply. Yeah.
Okay. Where do you get your stock from?
I'm actually dealing with Dairyland,
Okay.
so they supply to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
They bring or
They
you
do
go
the
for-
delivery. You just place an order with their sales team. Then they bring the ice cream to you
Okay.
once a week. They have deliveries every week, so you have to organize yourself because you
Yeah.
don't want to run out and then they don't have deliveries.
Okay.
That way it will cost you to go and pick the ice cream from the factory and you don't have the necessary equipment to ferry the ice
carry
cream
them,
from there
yeah.
to
the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it actually planning. This really calls for effective planning, so
Yes,
that
yes.
you know how much do I sell per this often, and therefore I can buy per week or in every 2 weeks, like in your case.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. How many employees do you have, if at all?
At the moment, there's just 2 of us because it's not that of a big place,
Yeah.
and it's not often that you find people sitting here, so we need to constantly serve them
Okay.
because we have just one service station.
Yeah.
So it's just 2 of us for now.
Okay.
Yeah,
The two of you and
me and my mom.
you and your mom.
Yes,
Okay, so you and mom team up to do this.
yes.
Okay. How is it working with mom?
It's okay. I think we were friends, so
Yes.
we get along really well.
Yeah.
And actually, she's a better sales lady than I am.
Okay.
She's more friendly, more welcoming.
Okay.
So
Then she must be really friendly because you are already too friendly in my view.
she is. She's really good. I think when she's here, she makes more sales than I do.
Oh.
So she's
Okay.
she's really good.
Okay. What do you think is the trick? She talks to people better, or she knows more people, or what?
I think me, I'm a bit shy.
Really?
So it's not that easy for me to approach people in passing. But for her, she's confident, she's friendly. So she does it better. I give it to her, she does it better.
Yeah.
So for me, I handle mostly the admin work. I check the books, I do the orders, I handle the deliveries.
Okay.
So we balance out like that.
Okay. And I imagine probably the Instagram account.
Yes, I handle that as well.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so would you say you're making profit?
So far, so good. We are making profits. Challenges are always there in business, especially when the weather is bad.
Yeah.
You can get maybe 2-3 walk-ins. Here in Nairobi, people are scared of the rain. As soon as it rains, everyone
People want
disappear.
to run.
Yeah. So on such days, it's not easy to sell ice cream. That's why you need to have backup.
Okay.
Here, this is Nairobi. You can't just have an ice cream shop. It's not like Mombasa. You're guaranteed of good weather almost all year round.
Uh-huh.
So on
So
the
what's
days
your
when it's
backup?
cold, you see there at the door, you say have two posters. One side says Coolies Ice Cream and the other side says Coolies Cafe.
Yes.
So in that case, we offer tea and cake and coffee. We have to switch it up,
Yeah, I see.
So yeah.
Yeah. So on cold days you do the cakes and the coffee.
Yeah, we do cakes, tea and coffee.
On a hot day you do the ice cream. And a day that is in between, does it stop you from doing both?
No. Customer is king. Even if it's raining cats and dogs and they come for ice cream, I can't say no.
Oh yeah.
I'll give it to them, yeah.
You will still have your stock to be able to sell. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So which one is this?
This is banana with fudge syrup, and this is coffee with chocolate syrup. Both of these I made myself.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm now in the process of making my own ice cream. Flavors that you don't necessarily find in the supermarket, something different.
Okay.
Yeah, but equally as good.
So what do you need to make your own flavors?
You need, of course, the base, which is either a cream, whipping cream, or cooking cream, or heavy cream. And then we need a sweetener. But I don't use any chemical something. So I use condensed milk, which I make also on my own.
Okay.
And then just a bit of flavoring for the banana, and for the coffee, I use just normal coffee.
Okay.
No artificial flavoring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you attend any school to learn how to do all this?
No, I didn't. I'm just, once I do something, I really like to get into it.
Okay.
And I like cooking and all things food.
Yeah.
So it's just something I've been researching for a while and then slowly getting into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So constant research, trying
Yes.
out new things, and even bringing out new ideas.
Exactly.
Oh, that's interesting. So you also have to be adventurous in all this.
True.
Yes.
Risk taker.
A risk taker.
Yeah.
And adventurous in my view, so that you're not
Yes.
just serving vanilla from the
It's
suppliers.
good to give variety.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in a typical day, say on a sunny day, what roughly is the amount of money that you would make?
It depends, not 2 days are alike.
Yes.
It can be sunny, but people are feeling lazy and they don't want to go out. So some days you may make 3,000, other days you may make 4,000, 7,000, other days you may do only 400. So it depends. No 2 days are alike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you open, how many days do you open in a week?
We're open every day.
Okay. Even on Sundays?
Even Sundays.
Okay. And are there good seasons? Like you can say January is better than February, or February is better than...
Seasons, not really. It just depends on the weather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's sunny, it's definitely a good time for us.
Oh,
Yeah.
Clearly. Because,
And also holidays.
yes.
Yeah.
Because children are
Children
home.
are home.
Yes.
Parents are home. So mostly, actually, the parents gets to come here because the kids tell them, oh, there's a place. So they come and they're like, oh, my daughter or my son told me about this place, and they made sure I come. So yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So how much rent do you pay for this place?
I don't know if I should disclose that, but
Roughly,
it's
just
not
roughly.
on the. It's say between 15 and 25.
Okay.
Yeah, which I think it's fair.
It's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, I see. So how much do you sell ice cream at?
We start by scoops. This is the scoop we use.
Okay.
So our scoop is 50, and this is the cup we use.
Okay.
So this can take either 1 or 2 scoops.
Okay.
But for the people who want more, we can use this.
Okay.
However, these are also the cups we use for milkshakes, because we also serve milkshakes, which is a product of ice cream. So the small one. So ice cream is 50 per scoop.
50 shillings per scoop?
Yes.
Okay.
And milkshake is 150 for the small cup and 250 for the big cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many scoops can you get out of this?
Okay, this is a 2 liters.
Yeah.
Usually we do the 4 liter tubs, which give us about 22 to 24 scoops.
Okay.
Depends. So this can give maybe 10 to 12.
Okay.
10 to 12 scoops, yeah.
10 to 12 scoops from this, which you sell at
50 per scoop.
Yeah, so by
depending on the flavor. The basic flavors, let's call them basic. Strawberry, vanilla and chocolate are 50.
Mm-hmm.
The others, for example, mango, coffee, banana, mint, they go for 100 a scoop.
Okay.
They're considered like premium flavors.
Okay.
It's not your everyday thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by the time you are done selling this scoop, how much do you make out of this? 50, that would be 50 shillings times.
Times say maybe 10 or 12. So roughly between 500 and 600
Okay.
from a 2 liter.
Okay.
And a 2 liter usually goes for about 300 to 320, depending again on the flavor.
On the flavor,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, but you
Yes.
see now the scoops,
Yeah.
you do toppings, it's extra money like that. So each topping is charged at 20 shillings.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay.
So you can
each
have
topping is
as
20
many
shillings.
toppings as you like. Yeah.
Okay. And by every time you add the topping, you increase.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
So the
amount
little
that you
things
Yeah,
add up.
add up.
Yeah.
And how much is a tin of topping? You buy topping in this pack or it
No, I
comes-
don't buy from here. I just usually buy a big one and then I have to refill because the tin is so big. So
Mm.
I usually just refill here.
Yes.
Colored sprinkles, chocolate sprinkles. Sometimes we do gummy bears, marshmallows, whatever the kids ask for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how much is a tin? That big tin of the sprinkles.
It usually goes for, okay, usually they sell 100 grams is about 160.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 160
And from 100
shillings.
grams, you can get about 18 spoons of topping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So at 20 each, that's about 300 something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. So it's a whole balancing game.
Yes.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. It was my pleasure having you in the show, and I look forward to having you yet again in another episode of Start That Business Show. I was your host, Evelyn. And don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for our more revamped business tips. You may subscribe, you may share this video, or you may like. Otherwise, thank you for watching. I look forward to having you yet again in another episode. Till then, it's bye.